Right now, an uninvited guest in your backyard. See the amazing security video from Windsor this morning. And with a long stretch of warm temperatures still ahead, we check in with one of Madison's most popular boating spots to find out how they're preparing for another busy summer. Plus, a day with the Queen. Before leaving England, President Biden and the First Lady stopped for tea with Queen Elizabeth.
This is News 3 Now at 5:30.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 5:30. I'm Amanda Quintana. This is definitely not something that you'd expect to wake up to if you're living in Dane County. A black bear roaming through your backyard. The video that you're about to see right here comes from Chris Sewell in Windsor. She says this was spotted on her home security camera at 4:22 this morning. And when she sent us the video, she said it was definitely not a raccoon. The bear didn't cause any damage, luckily, but it's not the first time a black bear has been spotted in our area this month. You might remember back on June 2nd, Middleton police issued an alert saying a young black bear was seen near Middleton Beach Road. DNR wildlife biologists tell us it's not uncommon to hear of bear sightings in this part of Dane County. There are more than 20,000 black bears living in Wisconsin. If you spot a bear, you can report it to the DNR by calling the number right there at the bottom of your screen. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton. I feel like that bear was just looking for some water, a lake to lay in.
Yes, I think just trying to cool off a little bit. It's hot for everybody right now. The nice news, though, it's not quite as humid for us outside. That's been the nice change of pace. Here's a live look at downtown with our Edgewater Sky Cam. Temperature-wise, we are in the upper 80s, so another very warm afternoon, but dew points are in the 40s, and that does help it feel just a little nicer outside. 91 in Janesville, 87 in Platteville right now. Again, dew points close to 50 for parts of Grant County, near 49 in Madison, about 45 for Janesville. So it just doesn't feel quite as soupy. Compared to this time yesterday, it's a big drop for the southeast corner of the state. We were watching our dew points fall throughout the day in Dane County yesterday afternoon and evening. So not as much of a drop for us for areas northwest, but still very, very comfortable compared to where we were at earlier last week. Our Doppler track nice and quiet. We're going to enjoy another day with sunshine and high temperatures pulling back a little bit in the mid to low 80s for afternoon highs tomorrow. The sunshine is really going to stay with us for the work week, but we'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dana. Madison is reopening and heating up this summer, and so are boat rentals. Grace Hodak shows us how Brittingham Park is expecting another season just as busy as 2020.
Looking for a tandem kayak.
Tandem kayak.
A successful summer floating into another one.
We've been busier every year since we opened, so we're really hoping that trend continues. And I think with everybody wanting to be outside and seeing each other, we're going to be in for a really busy summer.
Brittingham Boats is sending people out on the water daily.
Really busy. Lots of boats going out every day, and it's neat to see people coming back together again.
It's the perfect way to spend your summer days.
Like most things, last summer was different at Brittingham Park with no events or camps. But staff say it was the year they had more boats go out than they've ever seen before.
We have paddleboards, canoes, kayaks, singles and tandems. We have sit-on-top ocean kayaks, and we did just get a whole bunch of new paddle boats in.
2020 was a busy year for Brittingham Boats, and it's not slowing down now. Expecting another busy season out on the water, guests and staff are paddling ahead.
This has been a lot of fun, and we have so much more fun in store for the rest of the summer. We're hoping to bring some of our events back and get some more groups out here and just send people out on the water.
Brittingham Boats is welcoming kids back for camp starting next week.
I'm really happy for all the kids and the laughing and the fishing and paddling to be back.
Getting back to the summer they know and love. In Madison, Grace Hodak, News 3 Now.
Brittingham Boats spent the off-season compiling a list of the top 10 places to paddle in Madison. You can find that list on their website, as well as other boating activities and rentals. It's a good day to be a Bucks fan. Milwaukee won its second straight game at Pfizer Forum and evened up its series with the Nets. Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 34 points as the Nets lost another star. Game 5 of the best-of-7 series is set for Tuesday. Here in Madison, the AmFam Championship wrapped up today at University Ridge, and there's a familiar name atop the leaderboard. Madison native Jerry Kelly won the tournament again. He also won in 2019, which was the last time that tournament happened. He finished 14 under, one shot ahead of Fred Couples. We'll hear from Kelly coming up in sports. Next tonight, one man is behind bars after an attempted homicide in Sun Prairie. Harry Clincy was taken into custody on a charge of attempted first-degree intentional homicide as well as a parole violation. Police say Clincy shot at 2 other people near the 600 block of West Main Street in the city. He was booked into the Dane County Jail. A motorcycle rider is in the hospital after a crash this morning near Portage. DOT says it happened around 11:20 on the I-90 eastbound. The rider was thrown from his motorcycle and suffered life-threatening injuries. He was taken to a local hospital by MedFlight. All eastbound lanes of traffic were closed for about an hour. The Red Cross is helping 14 people tonight after a cooking fire on Madison's south side. The fire broke out yesterday afternoon in Moreland Road apartment complex. The building has 40 units. Damages to the building are estimated to be $100,000. And we continue to follow a story out of Fort Atkinson, where one person is in custody in connection to a deadly house fire that happened on Friday morning. Wisconsin DOJ says one woman was found dead inside the house on Foster Avenue. Her cause of death is still being investigated and her identity hasn't been released. A 2-year-old girl was taken from inside the house. An Amber Alert was sent out on Friday night but was then canceled yesterday morning after she was found safe. There's a developing situation tonight in Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been ousted after a record 12-year run atop the government. The parliament approved a new government today led by nationalist Naftali Bennett. The vote was 60-59 in favor of Bennett. But the 71-year-old Netanyahu says he'll be back in power, quote, sooner than people think.
We'll be back soon.
The Prime Minister in Israel must be able to say no to the President of the US in topics that are threats to our existence.
The new government plans to avoid sweeping moves on hot-button international issues, including policy toward Palestinians. Netanyahu's power has weakened in recent years after he failed to decisively win in any of the country's 4 runoff elections since 2019. President Biden has invited Britain's Queen Elizabeth to the White House after she hosted him and the First Lady at Windsor Castle today. CBS News' Ian Lee is in Windsor, England, with more on the president's first foreign trip.
The president dropped in for a cup of tea with the Queen. But first, he received a royal salute at Windsor Castle. Queen Elizabeth greeted Mr. Biden and the First Lady. The president continued the long tradition of inspecting the Queen's troops. Outside the castle, the visit was the talk of Windsor.
And with President Biden coming in today to Windsor Castle, I'm very, very hopeful.
The Asales family from Florida says the meeting makes them proud to be Americans.
To have this new start because there's so much went wrong over the past 4 years.
Mr. Biden is the 13th U.S. president to meet the Queen during her nearly 70 years on the throne. In 1957, Dwight D. Eisenhower hosted the Queen on her first state visit to the U.S. She rode horses with Ronald Reagan in 1982, and more recently met Presidents Obama and Trump. President Biden says the Queen reminds him of his mother.
In terms of the look of her and just the generosity.
Tea with the Queen capped off what the president called a productive G7 summit.
Everyone at the table understood and understands both the seriousness and the challenges that we are up against.
Leaders pledged more than 1 billion COVID vaccines to nations in need and a tougher stance on climate change. The president's next stop is Brussels, where he'll meet again with world leaders at the NATO summit. Ian Lee, CBS News, Windsor, England.
Biden's European trip will end with a much-anticipated meeting in Switzerland with Russian President Vladimir Putin on a Wednesday. There's a new place to cool off this summer in Rock County. Still ahead at 5:30. We'll take you to Milton, where a longtime coach is being honored for a lifetime of work. Plus, if the AC in your home isn't getting it done, Consumer Reports has tips on the best window units for your home. Their latest list. That's after the break.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners to participate in our home evaluation program. Here's what we want to do. We want to take those old energy-wasting windows out and install the Eco Sky windows only from Mad City Windows. Now listen to this, you'll get special savings. Zip code and location are important. We'll put a good neighbor sign in your yard, curb appeal counts. You'll take advantage of special savings only offered by Mad City Windows. We're Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, and now would be a great time to call for a limited time to be one of 50 homeowners to get these special savings direct from the manufacturer. Free installation on a house full of new windows. You got to be compensated for your time. 18 months, no payments, no interest, and if you call now, $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate, zip code, and location are very important. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. A way that builds a state-of-the-art network. As a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the neighborhood, so you make a difference.
Thanks for the hot spot.
You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
Welcome back. Milton High School's new pool is officially open. A dedication for the Leiter family. Pool was this afternoon in Milton. It's named after Tom Leiter, who was a swim coach in the school district of Milton for more than 40 years. Leiter oversaw thousands of swim lessons, an active youth program, and dozens of winning swim teams. Since the program was a labor of love for Leiter, community organizers recommended last year that the new pool be named after his entire family.
It's been a long journey to get to this point, but you know, this facility is just a treasure. You know, not only just for the high school swim program, but for the community swim, the asset that this building is going to be, it's hard to put into words.
The $8 million pool construction was part of a school district-wide $59.9 million referendum approved in 2019. It's a good day to go for a swim, but you might also want to stay home and be in the air conditioning. But what if your home doesn't have central AC, or if you have some warmer rooms that just don't get cool enough? Consumer Reports' latest tests reveal which window unit AC models cool the best and which ones are a lot of hot air.
Window air conditioners aren't the most aesthetically pleasing appliances, but when the heat is on, they're often the only option if you want to keep cool. Consumer Reports just tested dozens of air conditioners and says, while not much has changed in how they're installed, a newer AC with a U-shaped design allows you to open and close your window without a heavy AC falling out the window. But installation is a little different from a traditional window AC.
It still does need a special bracket to be installed first. Once you do that, you can slide the AC into place in your window, and the window closes down into this U-shaped groove.
Just note, you might not be able to fit the window and the actual screen. And now, the important question. Can it cool a room? Testers crank up the air temperature in this chamber to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, then measure how long it takes a window AC to cool the room by 10 degrees.
Most of the window air conditioners do a pretty decent job when it comes to cooling a room. The best can do it quickly and quietly.
And that's where two of the U-shaped units from Midea stood out, earning top scores for cooling and noise in CR's tests. Consider this model for medium-sized rooms about 250 to 400 square feet. And for larger spaces, CR recommends this Midea unit. If you only need to cool down a small space, anything under 300 square feet, this LG will get the job done. This is Teresa Panetta.
If your space can accommodate a window AC, Consumer Reports also tests portable air conditioners. You can find Sierra's ratings and tips on their website. Coming up at 5:30, a lot of sun and a long stretch of temperatures in the 80s. Dana's back with very summer-like First Warn forecast after the break. Monday on News 3 Now this morning, Chris Reese will let us know if we'll make any progress against the drought.
And the final week of our Wandering Wisconsin series. Where will we end up this time? See you starting from 4:30 to 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
From first-time homeowners to empty nesters, all homeowners want to take pride in the appearance of their home. And one way to do that is by adding new Eco Sky windows from Mad City. And you're going to love the color selection from champagne to forest green. Remember, we offer our exclusive Sky Mirror technology. Here at Mad City Windows, we're going to put a great window in your home. Listen to this number, 114% more airtight than your average window. What are you waiting for? Call in now to take advantage of these special savings. Be one of 50 homeowners to get free installation on a house full of new windows. We're going to put a good neighbor sign in your curb appeal counts. Call today. We're going to compensate you for your time. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. And if you call now, you get a $50 Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate only from Mad City. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
Welcome back. A Middleton pet store is supporting local rescues today. Mound's Pet Food Warehouse hosted its first Fur Fest this morning. The event had booths from major brands, a special beer from Carbon 4 Brewing, and raised money for 3 local rescues, including the Underdog Pet Rescue of Wisconsin. Organizers say there's a really big need to support these rescues and the work they do in our community.
Mounds has been open for over 50 years, and our goal is really always to give back to the community and support these rescues and their missions. So it's really exciting to have some of them here and to see the support that they get from the community.
If you're thinking about adopting, Mounds also has rescues at its warehouse. You can find more information on their website. Let's get a look at your First Warn weather now with Dana Fulton. A good day to take the dog out, but mine gets tired in that heat.
Yes, in the heat and in the sun, as long as everyone stays hydrated, it's fine. And here's the thing, we're not the only area dealing with the heat, of course. 88 right now in Madison, but St. Louis, Memphis in the 90s. We look off to the plains in the west. They're also seeing temperatures well above average for this time of year, even down to Atlanta right now at 89. So we're basically at the same level of Hotlanta currently. If you're looking for some cooler air, you really have to go further to the coast or quite a bit north right now, because it's not quite a settle in for most of us as we look ahead through the work week. We've stayed quiet, but as we look at our Doppler track, there are some severe thunderstorm watches in effect off to the east and down into the deep south. Our radar will stay quiet, not just for tonight, but through the next several days. days. We're going to hold on to that sunshine and dry trend to start off your work week. So for tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, dry weather expected for most of the week. High temperatures will stay in the 80s, so it'll still be warm outside, but we'll likely see those highs trending in the mid to low 80s rather than creeping up closer to 90 degrees. By the end of the week, a showery chance does start to creep in late Thursday into Friday. It seems likely we'll pick up a little more rain, though likely not going to see a lot of accumulation, and it would be nice to see a little steadier rainfall building in, of course. Overnight, mostly clear skies. Temperatures for early Monday will be landing near 60 degrees. Now for afternoon highs, plan on the mid to low 80s tomorrow, with mostly sunny skies coming through. That breeze coming in from the northwest kind of helps us not get quite as hot outside for our afternoon highs. The trend continues into Tuesday. Tuesday, a little bit of a copy and paste kind of day from Monday. Temperatures are near 60 early in the day, and afternoon highs will be landing in the mid to low 80s for us for Tuesday. Monday afternoon, 83 for Madison, mostly sunny and warm outside. Not quite as warm as today, but it's certainly still a little bit above average. In the low 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday. And then as we look ahead to Thursday, in front of that system, a little bit of a jump up in our temperatures. We're expecting highs on Thursday to land closer to 90 with the chance for some showers and thunderstorms developing at night, and more rain chances expected for early Friday morning. The weekend we'll see highs in the low 80s, and that chance for rain starting to creep back in for the start of next week, Amanda. So we'll hold on to the sunshine for quite a stretch there, but at least it's not as humid outside right now.
And not many chances for rain over the next few days.
Unfortunately, no. Over the next few days, we'll stay dry, and through the 10-day even, just a few chances for some showers to come through.
All right. Thank you so much, Dana. An exciting final round at the AmFam Championship wraps up, and a solid performance on the back nine proves to be the difference. Jordan has highlights and reaction next in sports.
Furnish your home in good taste with Pletz Furniture. Shop for new ideas from a large selection of quality name brands in stock and ready for delivery, including La-Z-Boy, Sealy, and Amish-made furniture. Pletz Furniture in downtown Baraboo. Quality furniture at lowest prices.
Time is running out to be one of 50 homeowners to participate in our home evaluation program. We want to take those old energy-wasting windows out and install the Eco Sky windows. Zip code and location are important. We'll put a good neighbor sign in your yard. Curb appeal counts. Call in now to get new windows in your home and take advantage of these special savings. Call now to beat inflation and get some of the lowest prices you'll see all year long on new energy-efficient windows from Mad City Windows. We're looking for 50 homeowners who need new windows. Look at the savings. Free installation on a house full of new windows. Call today to get 18 months, no payments, no interest financing as we compensate you for your time. Last chance in this program to call. Don't you miss out. You'll get a $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. Remember, zip code and location are very important. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
The only thing better than tacos is faster tacos. Enter new Johnsonville taco sausage. Premium cuts of authentically seasoned ground pork. Just sizzle and serve. Now your family can enjoy tasty tacos in 10 minutes.
How to bring generations together. Start by splashing together. Put this thing, those things, and that thing together. Call it a get-together. Wisconsin Dells, come together.
Furnish your home in good taste with Pletz Furniture. Shop for new ideas from a large selection of quality name brands in stock and ready for delivery, including La-Z-Boy, Sealy, and Amish-made furniture. Pletz Furniture in downtown Baraboo. Quality furniture at lowest prices.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
It's the third and final round of the AmFam Championship. Now with one round of 18 to go, it's no surprise that the top of the leaderboard is shuffling around like a deck of cards. Miguel Angel Jimenez holds the lead coming into round 2, but a few others started working their way up the leaderboard, such as Fred Couples and the defending champ Jerry Kelly. He catches some serious fire on the back 9, charges ahead, and takes the lead with a birdie on 14. But Couples stays close, tied with Kelly after 17. Now it all comes down to the final hole. It's
par for Kelly on 18. Couples ends up with a bogey, which means it's back-to-back, where the hometown hero wins it. Kelly finishes 14 under overall with 7 birdies. Couples and Jimenez finish 1 shot back and tied for second. And of course, the tournament host, Steve Stricker, a solid round of 18 for him. He moves up the leaderboard to finish 9 under. He cards a 65 in the final round. Now, with this year's tournament officially in the books, here's what this year's champ had to say about going back-to-back.
My 2 favorite women, my wife Carol and my mom Lee. Without my son Cooper, I don't think I could have done it, because he was hammering me last night, just making sure I got everything back in the right place after 18. It was just, it was awesome, the support that they've given me. Mom, thank you, but Carol and Coop, last night was fun.
And so far in this series, Bucks and Nets are perfect on their home court. And with Game 4 in Milwaukee, it gives the Bucks a chance to tie things up before heading back to Brooklyn. Now, Bucks paying more attention to detail over the last couple of games. Whatever they're focusing on, it's working. Milwaukee takes this one and evens up the series by a final score of 107-96. Giannis put up 34 points, and the Nets are down another one of their big 3. Nets star Kyrie Irving went down in the first half with an ankle injury. Now, Game 5 is set for Tuesday night. I know everyone's going to have their eyes on that game to see who will take the series lead.
And the Nets just keep losing player after player.
I know.
So we'll see how that affects the game.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Try our new scented oils for freshness that lasts. Crafted to give you amazingly natural smelling fragrances day after day for up to 60 days. Give us one plug for freshness that lasts.
Never seen anything like it.
Garnier Brightening Serum Cream.
I'm obsessed with vitamin C. One product and it does it all. Yay, yes, yes.
Garnier Brightening Serum Cream. Already more than 1,000 5-star reviews by Garnier, naturally.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Try our new scented oils for freshness that lasts. Crafted to give you amazingly natural smelling fragrances day after day for up to 60 days. Give us one plug for freshness that lasts.
An insurance battle kept a woman with a serious case of COVID-19 from getting the care she needed. But a call for action changed everything.
What do you think changed their mind?
Well, I think you, for one.
Leah Lynchard catches up with this family on their road to recovery. Monday on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
Some history was made at the box office this weekend. John Krasinski's A Quiet Place Part 2 is the first film of the pandemic era to surpass $100 million in U.S. ticket sales. Through this weekend, the thriller has generated $108 million at the domestic box office and another $80 million internationally. The film eclipsed the benchmark in just 15 days. I saw it last weekend. So good.
Worth it?
So worth it. And it was supposed to come out in the beginning of the pandemic, and I was so excited, and then I had to wait a year to see it.
Everything got bumped back a little bit. If you're looking for a reason to cool down, a movie theater might be a good idea for you, because we are still a little warm outside. Mostly sunny skies for the next few days. Thankfully, it won't be quite as humid. High temperatures will be in the low 80s, overnight lows in the 50s through the start of the week. Our next chance for rain starts to develop late Thursday night into Friday morning, while scattered showers early Friday. With that system, it bumps our temps up just a little bit on Thursday, closer to 90 degrees, but then we're back to the low 80s by the weekend, and as we look ahead to the start of the following week.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.